In a small town nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived an elderly woman named Clara. With silver hair that danced lightly in the breeze and eyes that sparkled with the wisdom of ages, Clara was known throughout the community not just for her age but for her radiant spirit. At 95, she was a living testament to the idea that gratitude could be a powerful elixir for longevity. Clara had lived a full life, rich with experiences, both joyful and sorrowful. Yet, through it all, she maintained a remarkable sense of positivity that seemed to defy the passage of time. Every morning, Clara would rise with the sun, its golden rays spilling through her window like a warm embrace. She would sit on her porch, a steaming cup of herbal tea in hand, and take a moment to appreciate the world around her. The chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle hum of life in her little town filled her with a sense of gratitude that was almost palpable. It was a ritual she had cultivated over the years, one that grounded her and set the tone for the day ahead. Clara's journey towards gratitude had not always been smooth. Growing up during the Great Depression, she had faced hardships that would have broken many. Her family struggled to make ends meet, and the weight of those early experiences left a mark on her. However, amidst the challenges, Clara discovered the power of perspective. She learned to find joy in the little things, a warm meal, the laughter of friends, or the beauty of a sunset. It was this ability to focus on the positive that would shape her outlook on life. As the years rolled on, Clara faced her share of losses. The death of her beloved husband, George, was a turning point. Their love had been a beacon in her life, and losing him felt like losing part of herself. In her grief, she could have easily succumbed to despair. Instead, Clara chose to honor George's memory by embracing gratitude. She would often reminisce about their adventures, the laughter they shared, and the love that enveloped them. Each memory became a thread in the tapestry of her life, a reminder of the beauty that had once been and the love that would always remain. Clara understood that gratitude was not merely an emotion, it was a practice. She began to write a gratitude journal, a simple notebook where she would jot down 3 things each day that filled her with appreciation. Some days it was as simple as the taste of her favorite tea or the kindness of a neighbor. Other days, it was the laughter of children playing in the park or the vibrant colors of nature in bloom. This daily ritual became a cornerstone of her mental well-being, a way to rewire her brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. As she aged, Clara noticed that her health remained remarkably stable compared to many of her peers. While others struggled with chronic ailments and a sense of despair, Clara seemed to defy the odds. Her doctor, intrigued by her vitality, often asked her about her lifestyle. Clara would always smile and say, "It's all about gratitude, my dear. When you focus on the good, the bad seems to fade away." Her doctor, a man of science, found it hard to argue with her. He had seen the impact of stress and negativity on his patients, but Clara was a living example of how a positive mindset could influence health. One sunny afternoon, Clara decided to host a tea party for her friends. The gathering was a celebration of life, love, and gratitude. As her friends arrived, the air filled with laughter and the sweet aroma of freshly baked cookies. Clara had prepared a special toast, and as everyone settled with their cups, she stood up to speak. "Dear friends," she began, her voice warm and inviting, "today, I want to celebrate not just our friendship but the power of gratitude. Each of us has faced our own battles, but here we are, together, sharing this moment. I am grateful for each of you, for the love we share, and for the memories we've created. Let us raise our cups to the beauty of life, to the lessons learned, and to the joy that gratitude brings." With that, the room erupted in cheers, and the clinking of cups echoed the sentiment of her words. Clara's friends, some of whom were battling their own health issues, felt a renewed sense of hope and joy. In that moment, they understood that gratitude was a choice, a lens through which they could view their lives. They began to share their own stories of gratitude, recounting moments that had brought them joy, even in the face of adversity. As the years passed, Clara continued to embody the principles of gratitude and positive thinking. She volunteered at the local community center, teaching classes on mindfulness and gratitude practices. Her students, a mix of young and old, were drawn to her infectious spirit. They learned to cultivate gratitude in their own lives, discovering how it could transform their perspectives and enhance their well-being. Clara often shared a simple exercise with her students, the gratitude walk. She encouraged them to take a stroll through nature, focusing on the things they appreciated along the way. The vibrant colors of flowers, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the warmth of the sun on their skin became focal points for gratitude. By the end of the walk, many reported feeling lighter, as if a burden had been lifted. Clara knew that these small practices could lead to profound changes in their mental and physical health. One day, while Clara was out for her usual walk, she encountered a young woman sitting on a bench, tears streaming down her face. Clara, with her innate sense of compassion, approached her gently. "What troubles you, dear?" she asked, taking a seat beside her. The young woman, named Emily, shared her struggles, a recent breakup, a demanding job, and a sense of hopelessness that had crept into her life. Clara listened attentively, her heart aching for the girl. "You know, Emily," she said softly, "gratitude can be a powerful tool in times like these. It may seem difficult now, but if you can find just one thing to be grateful for each day, it can shift your perspective." Emily looked skeptical but intrigued. Clara continued, "Why not start with something simple? Perhaps the warmth of the sun or the kindness of a stranger?" Over the following weeks, Clara and Emily met regularly. Clara guided Emily through the process of cultivating gratitude, helping her to see the beauty in everyday moments. Slowly but surely, Emily began to transform. She started a gratitude journal, and each day she would share her entries with Clara. The shift in her energy was palpable. The light in her eyes began to return, and laughter found its way back into her life. As Clara and Emily formed a bond, Clara realized that her own life was enriched by their friendship. She had always believed that gratitude was a gift that kept giving, and now she was witnessing it firsthand. The more she shared her wisdom, the more she felt connected to the world around her. It became clear to her that gratitude was not just a personal practice, it was a thread that wove people together, creating a tapestry of love and support. Years rolled on, and Clara continued to thrive. She celebrated her 100th birthday surrounded by friends and family, a testament to the life she had lived. The celebration was filled with laughter, stories, and, of course, gratitude. Clara took a moment to reflect on her journey, speaking to the crowd about the importance of appreciating the little things. "Life is a series of moments," she said, her voice steady and clear. "Each moment is a gift, and it is up to us to unwrap it with gratitude. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we invite joy into our lives. It's not always easy, but the practice of gratitude can lead to a longer, healthier life." As the years continued to pass, Clara remained an inspiration to all who knew her. Her legacy of gratitude rippled through the community, influencing generations. People began to share their own stories of how gratitude had transformed their lives, creating a culture of appreciation that spread beyond the small town. Clara's life became a living example of the profound impact of gratitude on health and longevity. Studies began to emerge, supporting what Clara had intuitively known all along. Research showed that individuals who practiced gratitude regularly experienced lower levels of stress, improved mental health, and even better physical health outcomes. The science began to catch up with Clara's lived experience, validating her beliefs and inspiring others to adopt a similar mindset. As she approached her 105th birthday, Clara found herself reflecting on the journey of her life. She had witnessed the power of gratitude not only in her own life but in the lives of those around her. She had seen friendships blossom, spirits uplifted, and communities strengthened through the simple act of appreciation. It was a legacy she cherished deeply. On the eve of her birthday, Clara sat on her porch, watching the sun dip below the horizon. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink, a breathtaking reminder of nature's beauty. She closed her eyes, taking a deep breath, and whispered a silent thank you for the life she had lived. Gratitude enveloped her like a warm blanket, filling her heart with peace. In the years that followed, Clara continued to inspire those around her until her peaceful passing at the age of 106. Her funeral was a celebration of a life well lived, filled with stories of love, laughter, and gratitude. People shared how Clara had touched their lives, how her teachings had transformed their perspectives, and how her spirit would forever be a part of them.